commensality, which was this word I came across.
This is commensality.
This is commensality. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's eating together, but it is. That's right. Well, it comes from, as I say, I read about my half brother, Michael Bywater, who is from the same father, who wrote a book about the infantilization of British culture. It came out about 20 years ago. It's called Big Babies. He himself, he has said, wasn't satisfied with it, but I think it's really worthwhile reading. And he anticipates a lot of what is getting worse and worse and worse. Everything from, the way you're treated when you're on a train, constantly reminded as if by a nanny. Literally, they call it the nanny state, but it's not necessarily the state, which actually the state is trying to warn you sometimes of trying to minimise health risks.
Yeah.
But it's like voices on the train every 3 minutes telling you which station you're coming into, telling which station's coming up, reminding you not to leave things.
It's a general
behind
mistrust
you.
of
Have you got
humanity.
your mittens? I've asked you 3 times now, pick up your mittens, this kind of...
They say, please take all your belongings off the train.
Yes.
Well, most of my belongings are at home.
Well, there's the grammatical errors too. So Michael Bywater, he said the great weapon we have against this is this, commensality. He said, and he has spent some time as a writer in residence at one of the colleges in Cambridge, where he lives, and he teaches English there. And he said, adults getting together, adults who don't know one another terribly well.
The problem you have, though, is a lot of people like being infantilised, and they like being pampered.
Yes.
Also, when did he write this? Because that social media will be a big
it was before that.
I imagine.
Yes,
I imagine.
I don't mind being infantilised about something, so I'm going to speak up a little bit from infantilisation.
Yeah.
Because I quite like the fact that there's all sorts of things in my life. I'm going to be very, very careful how I say this, but my missus is quite bossy.
Okay.
Apologies if you hear this. But and
got to come to one of your sermons soon.
And I love it. She's the light of my life. But I'm not very organised. She's very organised. She knows where everything is and so forth. And after a while, with that sort of thing, I'll say, darling, where are my glasses? She knows what my glasses are. And actually, that sort of
thing... Do you not think in any relationship, and I've lived in house shares, I'm married to now, and my wife is very much, she has the internal map of the house and where everything is. It's extraordinary. It gets updated every 5 seconds. Mine is like updated once a year if you're lucky, where things are kept. Suddenly you realise this chair used to be in the lounge.
Yes, I have early onset, the same. Exactly right.
So but in every relationship, somebody clicks into that role. I had a house share with a mate who is now, we're both married, and he remains the slob, but at that time he was the slob, and I, it was like the Odd Couple, I was the Jack Lemmon character then. I had the pinion, I was the one going, you do not keep buying peanut butter until you finish the last jar. I was that.
But isn't there a difference between the power dynamic within a relationship in a domestic circumstance and wanting to be pampered and effectively coddled by the state?
Exactly. I'm not married to the state. I haven't chosen to be married to the state.
Which I think is just degrading more than anything.
Yeah.
I've worked out my wife's system. Her system is she keeps things in place until I work out where they all are, and that's when she changes everything.
That's just the same abilities, but a more malicious instinct. But
exactly.
But and it's not just the announcements on the train, it's the colours of everything. It's the way that all our civic architecture now is in nursery colours and it's soft rounded edges and moulded plastic.
There's nothing challenging.
No cast iron anymore that, needs touching up by an artist application.